thought I'd be glad to sail here with a smuggler.
If anyone asks, you never met me. Look, I'll no thank you for showing basic decency, but you saved my life. That counts for something. To me, anyway. Try to survive. Same thing I do every day. There are always crews looking for hands. I'll find more work somewhere. Hope we don't run into each other. So, take care of yourself.
Warning, Kai. One more. Hey! Turn around and sail back to wherever you came from. This dock is reserved for the Imperial Envoy. And he's late. Huh. Probably died at sea. Good riddance. Wait, you're the... Oh, fuck.
Nice.
Forgive me, Envoy. I meant nothing by it. A slip of the tongue. Can we start over? Name's Cynric, captain of the local militia. We're a scrappy bunch, but we know our way around Paradise. Unlike most Adirans who couldn't find their ass with both their hands. Oh, present company excluded. They told me you were godlike, but I didn't know what to expect. Your face, it's so... Ooh, on second thought, why don't I just shut up before I say anything else I regret?
Now there's a good idea.
No doubt you've come for the Adiran ambassador, but he's gone, along with our claviger. Well, he's the closest thing we have to a local authority. Part keeper of the keys, part bald fist.
Paradise's mayor, more or less. Most people out here aren't fond of established hierarchies and titles. So we made up some new ones.
Sorry, Envoy, but no one's here to receive it.
Nonsense. There's a small army of pickpockets, smugglers, and scoundrels between those walls who'd be happy to take it off your hands.
Just ignore him. No, there's some kind of blight in the wilderness and rumors of plague. They went to investigate. Nature has a mind of its own in these parts. When the ecosystem changes, we ask ourselves how and why.
Leaderless and rudderless is the natural state of things in Paradise anyway. Keeps things interesting. Where did you say they went? Because I've got an idea.
They traveled northwest to the Strangle Route, past the old Pargroon Wall.
You need to find the ambassador, and I need to find the claviger. How's about we partner up? Out here, people are more likely to think I'm trying to rob you. We don't see many lordly types.
Kai, before you go, make sure he comes back alive, or the steel garrote will have my head.
Better yours than mine.
I admire your eagerness, Envoy. Just don't rush into danger too quickly, all right?
Right behind you. We've got to find your ambassador and my claviger before something else does. I'll bet you're glad to be on dry land after that.
Oh, what an awful stench. Someone needs a bath.
Suppose this is where I leave you then. I owe you my life, Envoy. I won't soon forget what you did. Your mysterious patron, right. Do you reckon you're a godlike of... it doesn't matter. We're alive. Well, it's the Living Land's biggest port. People come from all over. Not all of them are Adir's friends.
Wonder why?
You'll be fine. After the fort, I figure you can survive anything. I hope the folks at the embassy know where to find a good, strong drink. You don't have to. Just go up the pier. I imagine they've sent someone official-like to take you there.
Must be nice, eh?
Same to you. You'll make the Emperor proud, I'm sure of it.
Grunin left these beacons all over the island. They're good for finding your way around.
City's getting crowded. Please, how hard is it to answer a question? I can't believe how rude everyone is around here. How hard could it be to find a watcher? I have a little money, if that's what you mean. I assumed I'd have to pay the watcher, though. I have a strange problem, you see. Something more like. A band of Zorips invaded my house. What am I gonna do? Then take my house key. It's northwest of here. That cabin on the cliff all by itself. Gods know I can't go back. And there's nothing to steal either. The Zorips saw to that. Come back when you've dealt with them. And make sure you get their leader, too. I'm sorry, but I don't think they'll go quietly. You'll have to kill them. Thank you. That may not be worth much coming from a stranger, but I mean it.
Protect that pretty face. Armor and shields for sale, envoy. Heading out to the wilds? Make sure you have everything you need. You don't want to...
Kai, I told you not to show your face around here again.
Come on. You're not still mad about that hunting knife, are you?
All right, no. You're clear. But you better pay up front this time.
I knew you'd come around. You miss me.
I'll let you think that. Now don't mind him. What are you interested in?
Greetings, friend. You look like you could use a fine weapon or a sturdy shield. Not to worry, Volter is here. I suggest you take a look at my wares before you speak to Daggerda. Who knows what mood she's in today?
What harm could some new armor do?
Welcome to Dawnshore, traveler. My name is Daggerda. You seem like you could use a nice potion or a bite to eat. And I promise a safe and pleasant transaction, despite whatever Volter told you.
I've come in search of lost treasures. Have you heard any rumors of such things in the area?
citizens depend on us. Swing like you need it. Unless you're here, I'm busy.
Look alive!
Another recruit. By the flames, Cynric finds the strangest types. Is that supposed to impress me? If you think you're so tough, why don't you prove to me what you've got? Spar with me. I'll take on you and your big blue friend.
If you're sure, I've got plenty of reach.
You mean besides the thrill? I'll give you a weapon of your choice from the armory if you win. Then we call in a priest. But not for me. Yes, summon the fire within you. In Magrin's name, prepare yourself.
Oh, no, you don't!
All right, you. Well done. You have passed.
They're luckier than they know.
It's clear I underestimated your prowess. Fierce as a Rathoon you are, envoy. Now for your prize. Our surplus includes a large hammer, an arquebus, a spear, and a wand. What say you, huh? Aha, the blessed firearm. Its flames burn brighter and faster than any I've seen before. With it, you will destroy your enemies. The arquebus, then? Magic was never my strong suit, but you seem like the type that could make it work. Favor the arcane over the martial, hmm? Ah, nothing more satisfying than smashing your foes until they're a bloody pulp. You sure? It is done. May Magrin's wrath fall upon your enemies, envoy. It was an honor, envoy.
Save some skates for the rest of us.
You'd think he'd learn not to fall for it. Dad, I have to figure out how he does it. It's killing me.
Venture past the palisades at your own risk. There's no guarantee of safety out in the wilds. We've already had to move back the palisades line a few times.
Beautiful view from these cliffs. Real long way down, too.
Is that all you got? One for you! Unseek!
Zarabs. They may be small, but they'll overwhelm you if you're not careful.
We've got company! Good one! Unseek! Unseek!
This is the Hangman's place, or was. It's the Zarabs now.
Quiet as the depths. This one's mine. Unseek! Nice shot!
I'm no art critic, but I've never seen a mural like that. Looks like an elf and Zarup holding hands. What do you see? You'd know better than me. Take a look around before we go. Anything juicy? Well, Dehangan's the only one who can make sense of it. We should talk to her. What's that Zarup doing out here all by himself? A friendly Zarup. Don't see that every day. Of course, you don't see them fighting their friends every day either. I don't speak Zarup, but it definitely answered you. I agree. He's not hurting anyone. In fact, we're near Dehangan's house. Maybe he's the one who made that mural. Unseen, unheard. Next one's mine.
Seek!
Just like the good old days.
Oh, please tell me I can go home now. You read my journal? That's private. Why would you do a thing like that? Do you snoop on everyone, you... Alright. I lied to you. I can't keep it up anymore. Have you ever felt aimless? Like you ought to have a purpose, but you don't? Like you'd do anything to find out why you're meant to be here? That's a stupid question, isn't it? Of course you'd understand. An animancer told me that I might have half a soul. I finally had an answer. The question was, who got the other half? I thought if I could meet this person and see what they were like, I might gain some purpose or something. And then I came here and found a Zorip. But what do I do about it? How do I not think about what I can never have? I'm so... I've got to find some meaning in all this. I can't go back and I can't go forward. I'm just stuck here. Lost. Again. Are you serious? I don't call raiding my house diplomatic. If you're positive it doesn't mean me any harm, I'll go. I'll be brave. I'll find it. I really hope you're right. Oh, I forgot. You still deserve to be paid for your time, if nothing else. I didn't think... Well, it's nice to get help from an Adiran. I'll say that much.
Leaves. Que larde. I'd heard a godlike had come to Paradise.
Oh, hey, Sansa. Comes on a little strong, that's all. He doesn't bite.
But to meet you, what an honor. Who is your patron? Were you drawn to this place? You can? Wait, you're pulling my leg, aren't you? I apologize. Everyone must ask you such things. Listen, you haven't been to the wilds east of the city, have you? I assume that's a no? Then have you seen a cartographer in the area? A human, about my height. He must have gone farther than I thought. His name is Girmund. He's my assistant, and I'm worried about him. I sent him to map the eastern wilds. I knew it would be perilous, but it's been a long time since he's written, even for him. Bandits, smugglers, spiders with eyes as big as plates.
You know how many so-called adventurers I've saved out there?
It's an intrepid occupation.
3, this month.
As I said, if you find him and bring me his map, I'll be glad to pay you for it. I may even have more work for you. When he last wrote, he was mapping the eastern ruins. Take the letter. It might help. If you find him, bring his work to my shop in Paradise Town. You're welcome anytime. I have quite the assortment of curios. Maybe you'll even buy one of my maps.
Well, that's our marching orders then. You know, for most people, getting sent to the Living Lands is a punishment. But, according to Cynric, you're the personal envoy of the Emperor of Adir himself. Quite a position. Now I've got to wonder what you did to get on his bad side. The Living Lands is a far cry from fancy parties and court events. The Living Lands won't disappoint in that regard. Though I should warn you, you can't rely on charm against Azurup. And I'll bet you know some excellent court gossip. But that brings me to the real question. Why would the Emperor of Adir send a noble all the way to the Living Lands? Besides curiosity as to why a foreign aristocrat was sent to the frontier, I was in rough shape when I came to Paradise a few years back. Claviger Amond helped me get settled here. If he's gotten into trouble, the least I can do is help him out of it. Especially if he's following up on rumors of the Dream Scourge. And here I was hoping for good news. Unfortunately, the presence of so many Adiran troops and the rumored exploits of the Steel Garrote Paladins supporting them is only making a tense situation worse. I think that's why the Clavenger accompanied your ambassador. Exactly. Paradise has been quiet lately, but I don't know how long that'll last. We're talking about an island that has been largely settled by nomads, exiles, and dissidents. People who tend to be suspicious of authority. But what about you? What's your stake in things? Besides your orders, of course. Just be careful where you say that. That's the kind of talk that may get people thinking you've got the Dream Scourge. I'll let you get some rest, but thanks for talking. It's good to be part of a squad again, even if it's just for a while. They say people afflicted with it have strange, vivid dreams and start confusing them with reality. What starts as a light daze becomes severe disorientation and eventually a bent towards chaotic violence. And then, fungal growths take over your body. So Dream Scourge. I guess it sounded better than miasmal canker. I'll be here if you need me. I haven't seen this much excitement in a while. Perhaps I've got you to thank for bringing it with you, Envoy. After your voyage, it must be nice to spend the night on dry land. Personally, I've always found the rocking of a ship to be soothing. As long as I've got my feet facing the bow, that is.
That sort of thing. Watch out once you get past the palisades. The Strangerroot is apparently hostile to life, as the scholars say. Wait a moment. Oh, Berth, eat my soul. You're the envoy. Sorry, didn't mean to be so informal. They said the Emperor sent one of his best and brightest, and Aethys knows we need the help.
Your reputation precedes you.
I hope your voyage here was smooth as good butter. I know maybe too much about rough seas, what with serving in the galleys.
Did you deserve it? Kidding. Sorry to hear, Envoy. The living lands is dangerous. We should be sticking together. Can't imagine what might have possessed them to do that. Hope it isn't the damn soul plague. I haven't seen anything like that before. It seems to change people. Animals. Feels sometimes like the plague is alive somehow. Sorry for the glib tongue. I've tried to be more proper before. Didn't work. I'm no good at niceties, including abiding by most rules. The law and I aren't exactly the best of friends, no. Although, I think that's Adir's problem. I was mostly just stealing food. If you're born to the wrong social class, Adir makes climbing the ranks rather difficult. Anyway, that's all in the past. Learned? No, absolutely not. What I've learned is you can either obey the rules or die. I got caught for my many small, petty crimes and spent about 6 years on the prison galleys. Then, a year ago, an Adiran official came to the jails and told us we could serve the Empire for a shortened sentence or rot. You can guess which I chose. Oh, you're a funny one, Envoy. Free. Am I free after this? And they say the Adiran elite have no sense of humor. All in all, it's a pretty sweet deal. 3 square meals, bed of my own, maybe even a chance to retire as a clerk. Wouldn't mind being bored stupid for a few years. Better than the alternative. But first, even more Palisades.